Welcome to Doodle Club, everybody. We're drawing robots this week. So what did we do? We did a 3D robot yesterday, and let me give you, this is the robot tutorial that is just coming out. It'll be out for, if you're on Ko-fi, it'll be out on Saturday. If you're a full Korp Academy member, then there's a little tutorial showing you how to draw those robots with Posca pens in the members area. We're going to do another robot today. It's based on some work by an artist called Godtail. And so yeah, we're going to take like a mashup of some of his characters and ram them all together into like this, like kind of robot camera kind of head, but with like a normal kind of human jacket on as well. That's what we're going to try and go for. These are the materials that I'm going to use. So I've got an A5 Artgecko sketchbook. I'm working on white today. It's about the same size as my hand. You will need a pencil. Pencils are for losers, but you will need a pencil today because we're just going to throw in a few little guidelines to help us get everything in position. Yeah, a bit of cardboard will work. It doesn't really matter because all we're going to use on top of that is some black pens. I'm going to go for my standard setup with black pens. These are Faber-Castell Pitt Artist pens. I'm going to have a fat, a medium, and a thin. Okay, most of my work's going to be done with a medium pen. We'll throw on a little bit of detail with a thin pen and maybe do a little bit of colouring in with that fat pen. So 1.5, 0.5, 0.1 is what I'm going for. Fat, medium, and thin is what you're going to need. Obviously, if you're working with a big sheet of paper, just work with fatter pens. It's as easy as that. Right, there we go. There's the full sketchbook. Grab your pencil. Let's go and chuck in some guidelines. Okay. Now, this character that we're going to draw is like I say, it's like a human form, but it's got like a security camera style head. Okay. This first line we're going to draw is going to be the bottom of the head, and let's have it go in. I reckon about that far across your page. Probably leave yourself a decent amount of space over here because we are going to have a load of stuff coming over this side. So on this side, let's go up about here. So we've got ourselves a bit of an L shape going on there, okay? This is the front of the head. The character's facing that way, yeah? This line here is going to be the front of the head. This is the bottom of the head. We're going to just do a little line for the back of the head now as well. So just whack a little line out there, a slight angle. That's the back of the head, right? You've got a bit of an idea of the size that I'm working to there. So I'm going to zoom in even closer so you can see all these other lines as they pop out, okay? First of all, at the back, let's put 2 lines coming out of the back like that. At the front of the head, at the top of the head, let's put 2 lines coming out there. Let's go quite fat with those lines. Underneath there, let's put another 2 lines coming out. This time these two are going to be a little bit closer together. These lines are going out quite a lot further than we'd probably need, so we will end up just rubbing out a few of those lines. So don't worry if they're not coming out very far. Right, let's finish off this front bit. Let's go and whack a little box around the end there. So just here, look. Let's go and put a little box around that bit. Forget that line. That line was a bit of a mistake. I'll just quickly rub it out for you so I don't confuse everybody. 2 more lines and then we can get rid of our pencil. So what you want to do is kind of take this middle point here, take this middle point and just work it our way back just a little tiny bit, and we're going to put 2 lines just there, just there. Okay, that's the neck. The neck is going to be a little bit fatter than that when we actually come to drawing it. This is like the inner neck part. Everybody got that in? We all good, yeah? Go grab your medium-sized pen then. So I'm using a 0.5 for this. If you're drawing bigger, then use a Sharpie. Whatever you've got. Right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw this main head. You see this line we've got going down, across and up? We're going to go around that. There's a couple of things we're going to do that are different though. One is we're going to join these top bits together, but we're going to join them with a slight curve. And when we join them with a slight curve, we just want a little bit of a lip over on this side. So let's go and do that bit first, okay? So you're going to start here and you're going to go all the way across. A little bit of a curve to it, just a small curve to it, and then a little bit of a lip. So you're just going to overlap that pencil line a little bit, okay? Once you've overlapped that pencil line, just drop the line down just a little tiny bit, probably about that much. Only a little tiny bit, and then we're going to curve down, curve back, look, onto the pencil line, and then follow that pencil line around the rest of the head. There's our head shape, okay? It's got this little sun visor kind of bit going on at the front. Let's double line that. Let's make it a little bit wonky. We don't want to get too strung up with having neat lines on there, so just go and wonk it all up like that. What are you two doing? Right, we've got that in. Let's go and work on the back of the head first. We'll start at the top, we'll work our way down. Let's go and whack in a little aerial just sticking out the top here, look. Little shape like that. Little shape like that, and then a little line. There's a little aerial sticking out the back. Or at the top of the head. Then we're going to go to the back of the head. You remember those two lines that we put out there? We're going to put in a little two little rectangles. They're going to be slightly bigger than those pencil lines. So watch this, look. Just there, slightly bigger than those pencil lines. So throw in those two rectangles. Slightly bigger than the pencil lines. Let's double line those as well. Go over them twice. And then one more time. This time we're going to put like a little box or a knobbly bit on the end. So one more time with a line like that, but just kind of finish it off. And it can be a curve, it can be a point, it can be a square, it can be a bucket shape, whatever you want. I'm going to go for a curve like that. Now you see those pencil lines. We're now going to go over the pencil lines, but we're going to go behind those three shapes that we've just drawn, and we're going to colour those pencil lines in black. Okay, this is a technique that this artist uses quite a lot, but look, just across there, look. Outline them all, just getting in there, and then colour those bits in black. How's that looking? There's our first section. Let's keep it going. You see this little gap that we've got down the bottom here? Let's put a little box in there. The box is not going to touch the back of the head. It's just going to be right close to it. But let's put in probably something a little bit more box shape than what I've just done. Little box on the back there. And again, attach that to the back of the head. Two little lines, colour that bit in. We're going to use this technique quite a lot. Okay, underneath the back of this neck, what we're going to do is we're going to do a cable that goes from the back there into the back of the neck here. So let's go and put a little socket place like that. So if you want, wait until I've drawn this next line and you'll see what I mean, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to draw a cable that goes from there into there. So we'll start near the bottom of the box and we'll finish near the top of this shape, this little triangle that we did. So near the bottom of the box, look, bring it into there. There's our first line. Starting near the bottom of that box, finishing near the top of this little triangle here. Then we're going to do another line, following that around, starting a little bit higher, going all the way around, finishing in there. So we've got a little cable going in there, yeah? That's what we're aiming for. Where the cable joins in, let's just put a couple of little lines. A couple of fat lines in there. We'll put some thin lines in later, but just 2 or 3 fat lines in that bit. That'll look nice. Beautiful. That's the back of the head done. Let's go and work on the mouth now. And the mouth of this character, it's all this bit here, and it's going to be wearing like a gas mask. That's the kind of look that we're going to go for. Okay, so you know, like with the gas masks, they've got those like cylinders hanging off. We're going to draw the cylinder first, but it's going to be at a funny angle. So underneath, you see that square that we've put in there? Underneath that square, leaving yourself plenty of space, you're going to draw a circle. So just there, leave yourself plenty of space. Go and draw a circle, double wonk it. Once you've drawn that circle, then we're going to make it look 3D, similar to the way we did in Posca Club yesterday. What we're going to do is on either side of that circle, we're just going to put 2 lines going directly up, same length. So let's have one just about there, look, going up, and one there. Similar kind of height. Okay, once you've done that, we're going to take the top part of that circle and we're going to repeat that, just bringing it up a little bit. So look, up here. Lovely. This next bit is pretty cool. What we're going to do now is we're going to attach this. This is the cylinder. It's like pointing downwards a little bit. We're going to attach this to the box up here. The tip of a sausage kind of shape. Watch this, look. Just going from there. Tip of a sausage. Joining in there like that. Double line it. But then also going down there, let's go and put some extra curves in. Look. With our fat pen. You see how these extra curves just make it, they should make it look like our cable. That's like a cable coming down. And we'll shade that in with some the thin pen later. Round the top of that, watch this. Round the top of that, we're just going to do a little line that goes all the way around. Try and stay inside that box. Once you've got that, we can now outline the rest of the box. The rest of the box that you can see, let's go and outline that. Double line it, nice and wonky. Say double line it, I've been around it about 3 or 4 times there. So do it as many times as you need to. And there'll be plenty of opportunities later on to add extra little elements and bits and bobs to this. But for the time being, let's just keep to the basic ones. See this little pipe, these little pencil lines? Let's draw a little rectangle. You can maybe draw 2 like we did at the back there. Let's go and draw one about, where should we go? Let's go about here, look. Right in the middle. See how it starts and finishes just above the pencil line, just below the pencil line. That's important because now we're going to go over that pencil line and colour that bit in black. So in there, look. Colour that in black. There we go. Let's put a little switch on the front, look, just over here, little switch. But that's the kind of thing we're going to do. Just add loads of little switches, cables, wires, things like that. Have loads of fun with this towards the end of the session and when recreating it for yourself as well. Right, we're not quite finished on that. We've still got a few more bits to do. Let's go and put in, underneath here, we're going to put in a chin. Watch this, just a little kind of flat D shape. Little flat D shape, and then on this side, 2 little boxes. This side, 2 little boxes. And then this next bit's another bit of fun because we're going to add a cable. In the same way as we've done this cable here, we're going to do one that's going to come out right in the middle of that like flat D shape that we've just done. It's going to come out there, it's going to drop completely down, curve round tight, and it's going to go in behind this little air vent, this little cylinder bit that we've got here. So watch this. What we'll do is just there, drop down, curve it round into there. A little bit further over, look, same again, drop down, curve it round into there. Doesn't matter where it goes to in there, as long as it goes in there somewhere. And again, the same way as we've done with that pipe there, let's just go and put loads of lines. Where this becomes a little bit more interesting is that as your pipe turns round, you've got to change your lines as well. Look. Make your lines kind of turn round with your pipe, like that. Let's see, 2 more lines on here and then we'll have a little look, see how everyone's getting on. The 2 lines are, one just here, look, fat line just there, then a fat line going all the way through the middle. Fat line going through the middle of that big circle, and then a fat line over there, somewhere across the top of that. Awesome, I really like the way that's looking as a head. That's my kind of drawing, that is. Right, let's have a look, see what we're doing. We're doing really good for time, so let's have a look, see how everyone's doing. So when you're ready, put yourself into gallery view, hold it up to screen. It's an opportunity for you to look at other people's work as well as showing off your own. Dean, that looks spot on, mate. Really, really nice. Let's have a look at the back of it. Yeah, lovely. Excellent stuff. Cheers, mate. That's awesome. Addy, how are you getting on? Look at that. It's massive. That's looking really cool, though. I love the way you've done the cable down the front there. That's brilliant. That's perfect. Nice work, Addy. Thank you very much. Brilliant stuff, Donut. I'm loving the shape of yours. This is what I love about this. So you can follow this process. You can just change that first shape up. Donuts is really, really triangular, really pointy, which looks really good. Nice work, Donut. Thank you very much. Timothy T. Spider, that's bang on. Looks like is that a pencil in there, Timothy? I hope not. I hope there's no pencil in there, mate. All right, so we're going to have words. It's looking good, though, mate. Absolutely spot on. Jovi, beautiful line work. Really, really nice. This doodle is really going to suit your style and your line work. I can't wait to get with some thin pens in there as well. Nice work, Jovi. Thank you very much. Owen, what about you? We've got a little half-time look at yours, or do you want to just carry on? I don't mind if we carry on. Chris, I know he's not got a camera. Go on then, Owen. Let's hold it up to camera, mate. Let's have a little look. That's awesome. Yeah, mate, that's spot on. That's really good. Okay, that's really good, mate. Nice work. Love it. Excellent. Well done, you guys. Let's get back on it then. So put yourself back into speaker view. We've got a few more fat lines to do, and then we're going to go over and put all the thin details in. In this second half with the fat lines, we are also going to put a jacket in. So you've got all these like really robot straight lines that are going in at the moment, and then we're going to put like this real casual like jacket on as well, which is going to make it really quite a bit of fun, I think. Here we go. There we go. That's where we're at. We're going to go and put in. So we've put in the back of the head. We've put in the mouth. I think that's the mouth. We're going to go and put in the eyes now. So you see this section up here? That's the section we're going to go and work on now, okay? First thing we're going to do is over here somewhere. You kind of want the eyes to stick out. Do you want the eyes to stick out a little bit further than the mouth? I don't know. But what we'll do is, look, we're going to go over to this bit. We're going to put in a rectangle that is bigger than the pencil line. See how it's just above the pencil line? It's just that same old technique again, just using that pencil line as the core part of the machinery, and then adding all these other extra plates and things. Double line it, go around it twice, soften the corners a little bit so they're not too sharp. That kind of stuff will look great. Now watch this. What we'll do is at the back, yeah, let's work on the back first. Look, this time follow the pencil line. Add a little rectangle to the back there, follow the pencil line. Slightly smaller than that, we're going to bring in 2 lines to get us into the head. Using those pencil lines, you want to be parallel to those pencil lines as much as possible. And let's colour that bit in. We got that. One thing I did, well, actually, I'll do that next. I'll do that with a thinner pen. I'm not going to talk to you about that, but we're going to do some little ridges in there, but I'll do it with a thinner pen later. Okay, let's get to the front of the eyes now. We're going to go and again put in a little kind of sun visor bit. You see this little bit that's poking out at the top here? We're going to do that again, but this time it's going to be over here. So using the pencil line, just go out and drop a little line down. And then we're going to curve back. We're not going to hit that pen line. We're just going to curve back a little bit. Drop down till we get to the pencil line and come back into that rectangle again. See how it looks like? It looks like one of those like things that you put on the front of a camera that stops all the light glaring in it. That's what we're going for. Let's also stick out a great big lens. So look, just from the bottom here, just a little curve coming out like that. That little curve just kind of curving out that way a little bit. It's just going to make it look like there's a little lens there. Awesome. Stick with your fat pen right in the middle of that box. Let's put a little circle. Fat pen, middle of the box, little circle. Then what we're going to do is going to do a line going from top to bottom. It's just going to go round that circle, okay? So like this, it's going to come from the top, down there, go round the circle, and then down the bottom. Love how this is looking. Okay, this next bit, this is where it gets, what I really love about this is the way it kind of mixes like the robotics and the human form. So that's the next bit we're going to work on. We're on the last stage, which is the neck and then into the body. Okay, so let me just come down a little bit. Right, you see that neck? Same way as we've done this bit at the back of the head, all of these other bits, we're going to put some rectangles over that neck. They want to be slightly wider, but let's go and put 3 in. 1, 2, 3, like that. Slightly wider than that pencil line. Let's double line that. Now, I don't know if you remember, we did Nosferatu a while back, and the way we drew their jacket was that instead of putting black lines in, we left the lines white and we coloured the jacket in black. So we're going to try and do something similar to that today, okay? So let's go and work on the collar first. Look, here's the line for the collar. Just from there to there. That's our first line. Go and put that one in for me. At the back of the collar, we're going to put a little V shape in. This V shape will look like that. Little V shape in there. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to come across. We're going to start off going straight out there, but then we're going to come down for the tip of the collar. Now, the tip of the collar is not going to come out quite as far as this line here. You don't want it to come out as far as that line, okay? So it's going to come across first and then down to about there. Next line. Next line, we're going to start just there where we've just finished. We're going to hit this tip here, but we're not going to do it in like a sharp V shape. We're going to do it in a curve when we get to the top there, quite a tight curve, and then we're going to drop that pen line down here. I'm going to flick it off because I'm not drawing the whole of the body. I'm just going to give a suggestion of the body down there. So watch this, look. From there, up, we're going to curve, quite a tight curve, and then come down this way, and a little flick. In fact, I like the way this is looking. We probably won't do the Nosferatu style. Let's go and put some trim in on this collar. We're going to follow that line all the way around and back up again, okay? Just the same amount of trim, just around there, look. Under there, up to the top, and then make it disappear. There's our little bit of trim. There's our collar. Let's carry on working on the jacket. Next thing we're going to do, I think it's called an epaulette, you know, the thing that goes across your shoulder. We're going to go and put one of those in. It's like we're going to do a tall U shape. So look where the neck is just there. You want to kind of come down from that neck, and we're going to do a thin one just there with a little button on the end. Looks suspiciously like a finger at the moment, but don't worry about that. It's not a finger. Okay, time to be brave. We're going to go and stick the shoulder in now. This is that's the top of the shoulder we've got just there. Underneath there now we've got an upside down U shape which is going to be the top of the shoulder. It's going to be a half circle that we're going to do. It's going to start over this side. It's going to be about the same distance out as the top of the collar, just there. It's almost going to touch the epaulette and then come over on this side. Okay, so like this. There's our shape. Just a big half circle close to that epaulette. You got that in? Let's do the back of this. Is the shoulder, so this is now going to turn into the arm. So this line we're going to continue down. We're going to tuck it in just a little bit. There we go. Let's go down there. Look, going to continue down and tuck it in just a little bit like that. On the front side, we're going to continue down and tuck in a little bit as well. Just flick that pen off. We don't want to draw the rest of the jacket. That's going to be a bit too boring. We'll just flick it off like that, so it's like the bottom part of the arm. We're going to draw a little fold into the arm as well. So really like the way that the guy's done this line. Just here, look, we're going to do a little hook, a little curve, and then just as you get past this line, we're going to drop down again. So like this. Just to create a little fold. Again, just flick that pen down, flick it up, just creates a little bit of a fold in the arm. Now that corner, that little gap that we've just left in there, that little point there, that little corner there, that's what we're aiming for with this next line. We're going to come from the back of the collar. We're going to drop a little line down. It's going to give us like a bit of a shoulder blade from there, out there, and drop in. Okay, you want most of your curving to be done about here. So that's all going to be pretty straight. So from there, look, curve in like that. Beautiful. Now, obviously, if you wanted to draw the rest of the arm, this is like the back of the shoulder, just there. If you want to go and draw the rest of the arm, the front of the jacket, you can do. Have it going off the bottom of the page there. I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm not going to put too much detail in it. Other than maybe, let's go over the front here and just put some buttons in. Just to reinforce that this is definitely a jacket. Okay, let's finish this bit off. Let's get back up in that neck. You remember those two pencil lines that we did? We're going to go and draw those pencil lines in. We're going to colour the neck in black. So let's put these gaps in, fill in these gaps in between the little rectangles that you drew. And colour those bits in. That's what you should have so far. Just a couple more lines with this fat black line. Then we're going to get the thin pen out, start adding some little tiny details. And this robot is going to go from like looking okay to looking amazing. Let's go right in the middle of the head with a big circle. Let's go 2 circles. Yeah, let's go for a smaller one. like that, and then a bigger one going around it. Let's put a look at that. It just looks like a massive screw in the side of the head there. Okay, grab your thin pen. What we're going to do is we're going to go through this whole robot in the same order that we've just drawn it, but we're going to go through it with the thin pen just to add loads of extra little details to it. Okay, so do you remember first thing we did was got into the back of the head here? Let's get in there and add some extra bits. So let's go and shade out the bottom lip with some little lines. Let's do that first. That looks pretty nice. Down on this bit, let's go and put some little lines in there. Let's put a line going, so that with a thin line, one going across there, look, and then another line going across there. Let's put two in. See what it looks like with two. That looks nice. Three little lines inside that box. This cable, let's so we did that little connection bit there. Let's go and do some more lines, this time with a real thin pen. See how that looks. And then this little triangle bit that we have under there, let's just shade that out. So if you're using colour, this is where you probably want to just put in a little bit of grey. That'll work. Not enough circles in there. Let's go and put a circle in just there. That's what you're doing, just adding in extra lines, little circles, things like that. See that little circle in there? Look. Let's go and do that. That's good for the back of the head. Let's go and move to the front of the head. We did this mouth next, didn't we? So let's go and put some extra bits in this mouth. So for example, let's go and section out this D part. Look. Let's do that. Let's put a little triangle in there as well. Let's colour that triangle in. This little bit under the chin, let's go and hash that out or colour that in. Now this is everything I'm doing here is optional. If you think you've got something else that you prefer to do that will look good on yours, then go and do something different on yours. It really doesn't matter at this stage. Let's also hash out this this cable. I want this cable to look a bit darker, so I'm just going to put loads of little thin lines through it. And what you can see is those little thin lines just make the whole cable look darker, but it shouldn't interfere with the fat lines too much. Same with this bit over here. Let's go and put some lines in there. Again, making the cable look darker without actually interfering with the fat lines too much. Let's get into this front box. Let's put a little line at the front. Little line going across. There's no rules here. We're just sticking these extra little lines in everywhere, just trying to separate all these panels out. Let's go and put a couple of lines in there. Look, let's put 3 in. See what happens. 3 little lines in that bit. Let's move up to this top lens. So remember I said about this. No, actually, is this bit done? This bit, yeah, I think this bit is done. Let's go and move up to this top lens. So you remember this bit, this black bit that I said in here? I want to make it look more like it's like a Hoover hose. So what we're going to do is just put a little bumpy line across there. So you just give it a little bit of a bump. And again, with all these like little lines going up and across, one there, go across there. Let's do the same on this bit. Let's go with a line up. Let's do 2 lines up. Some lines going across. Again, no rules to this, just go and throw it in. Let's put some little lines in that lens. We want that lens to look like it's dark. Little line across there. Let's put some circles in. We haven't done any circles for a while. Just throw some circles in randomly. Little tiny little holes. That's what they're going to be. There's little circles in there. Where do we go next? We went next into the neck. What I'm going to do with the neck is I'm just going to hash out half of this part here. So just that bit, look. It's nice and easy. We are going to come back to that head in a minute and do loads of detail in that head. Let's just get this jacket done. Now what I like doing to reinforce the fact that this is a jacket and it's made out of fabric, let's go and put some stitches in. So we will, let's do a little flick there, look. Little flick on the back of the collar, little stitches in. Doesn't matter too much where we put those stitches in, just go and add a few little stitches. What about, let's put some things coming over these buttons, like they're holding onto the other side of the jacket. They look quite nice. Throw in a couple of, with it being fabric, you can throw in a couple of hashtags, a couple of quote marks, things like that, just to rough it all up a little bit. It's just a thin pen, so we can get away with that. Right, let's go and have some fun in this head next. First thing we'll do, with our thin pen, we're going to start at the bottom, we're going to go around that circle and then back out the top again. So like that, up there, go around, up the top. Yeah, let's take out a little panel here, look, diagonal, and then up. Let's do a similar kind of thing at the back, look, let's go diagonal, and then up. Little line across there. Again, no right or wrong, just go and throw it in, see what happens. Let's do this, look, let's do a little line like that going into the back. Line going into the front. Yeah, like I say, just have a bit of fun with this. Just put these lines everywhere. Doesn't have to be exactly the same as mine, but it can be. Go and throw in some circles here and there. There might be some strategic points where you think actually these circles are going to look quite good. What about some text? If you want to put some writing in there, I'm going to put 101. Little 101 in there, look. Can be your name as well. You remember how we did those little air vents in Posca Club yesterday on the robot? Let's go and throw in some air vents. So down the back here, let's go and put this in. It's like a capital E without the middle bit. Capital E's without the middle bit. What about some little lines in here as well? How are we doing for time? Got 10 minutes left. I think we'll just do a few more bits in here and then we'll wrap up. What about a little warning sign? I always like a little, put some little like natural stickers on here. Let's put in a little triangle with an exclamation mark in it. That's nice. Let's put another little sticker in there. I kind of like that one. Home straight. Start finishing off. Go crazy on it. Do whatever you want to do to it. Personalize it a bit more. Try and think of something that you can do that nobody else has thought of with their robot. I'm also going to add in some extra cables. Watch this. Look, some extra little cables coming from here. Let's do another one. Let's go and put some stuff. So you can also just get into all of those gaps and put extra little bits in. So like we've done these little switches and things. Just get in here and put some extra bits in. Don't think about it too much. Just go and chuck them in. Right, last few seconds, then we'll have a little look, see how everyone's artwork is looking. Yeah, let's flick a few lines in. Make a few dents. We've got that little aerial at the top. Look, just a couple of little lines in that aerial at the top. Maybe put a little ball on the top of it. Is that off the page? There it is. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Little ball off the top. There we go. I think we're going to leave it there. I kind of like the way that's turned out. Last thing is a little signature. Obviously, this is one where you could actually sign it within the robot. There we have it. Nice little robot head with a human, hopefully a human looking jacket on it. Right, let's have a little look, see what everybody else has done. Donut, you were up first, mate, so let's have a look at yours. Whip yourself into gallery view so you can have a little look at everybody's work. Mate, that looks fantastic. I really love the shape that you've gone with it. What does it say at the bottom there? Owned by what? Owned by TV, mate. A loaf of bread in there as well. Awesome. Doing a great job on the jacket as well. Brilliant stuff, mate. Well done. Cheers, Donut. That's awesome. Who's that? Timothy T. Spider, mate. That's spot on. Love what's going on there, mate. That's looking really good. Very, very nice. I like what you've done with the jacket as well. Rather than the stitches around the shoulder, rather than going like dashed line, you've gone from little lines, little creases going inwards. That looks great. Nice work, Timothy. That's awesome. Jovi, line work is the drips. Such a good idea. Especially at that bit of cable that's just kind of curling under and it's got that drip coming off it. That looks great. But line work in general just looks really good. Look at the cable across the top there as well. That looks really nice. Yeah, mate, this really suits your style. Loving the jacket, thickness of the line in there. Beautiful stuff. Thanks, Jovi. That's a really good job. Awesome. Dean, let's have a look at Dean's. Look at that. That's awesome. Looks so good on a bit of cardboard. Really like how that's looking, mate. Nice work. Cheers, Dean. Awesome. Right, Addy, how are you doing, mate? Let's have a look at yours. Look at that. Brilliant. Right, hang on. Let's get the glare on that is just tremendous. There's so much sun coming in. Really like what you've done with the neck there, mate. I see it now. Yeah, it's coming through better there. Really like what you've done with it all. Yeah, the neck. You see how you've got your neck? The lines are going like that. It looks like it's a screw because the neck lines are just kind of slightly at an angle. That looks really nice. Love that, mate. Beautiful work. Cheers, Addy. Well done, you. Right, anybody else? Chris, I'm expecting you'll put yours in the WhatsApp group, so I'll look forward to seeing that in there. Owen and Morgan, was it? I don't know whose this one is. This one's AD. Look at that. Beautiful line work. This one's Mum's. Nice work, Mum. Excellent. I love it when I can get a mum drawing a robot and something is brilliant. Yeah, really nice line work. Awesome stuff. How did Owen get on? Let's have a look. Come on, Owen. Did you actually do any in the second half, Owen? Yeah. Need get some colour on it, mate. But they're looking really good. Really nice work. Well done, both of you. Thank you very much for taking part. Right, well done, everybody. Now, don't forget, there's no session tomorrow. Usually we do Colour Club tomorrow. There's going to be no live session. There will be a video out, though, at 6:30, so keep an eye on that. Also, next week is break week as well, so there'll be no lessons next week. So I'll see you not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after, okay? Take care, everyone. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. See you later, everyone. Bye-bye. Thanks a lot. See you, mate. Bye-bye.